What about it, your buddy? It's your boy, Senpai JD, aka Josh Reviews Incorporated, back here with another video. Let's get it. Here to bring you an anime theory. So if you haven't, I'm sure I've already talked about. I did a review on this anime a while back. MM. Uh, that's the name of the anime, just called MM. Exclamation point. This anime review this anime theory is Tomoko a murderer? Now, Tomoko, if you don't know, if you haven't watched my MMA theory or MMA video review, of MM or watch MM, is the mother of the main character, who I'll get to later has a son complex, meaning she wants to get with her own son. Now, the story as follows is that when the anime was transferred from light novel, manga to anime, things were lost in the transition, mainly the story about Taru, the main character's father. The fact of the matter is that in the story, Taru, in the anime and manga and thing, Taru is a super masochist, which means he derives sexual gratification and pleasure from being literally beaten to crap, to the point where he could, suffer really bad injuries, being belittled, humiliated, and all that. He really derives sexual gratification and pleasure from that. And the reason the whole plot of the anime is him going to this secondary school club that helps with dealing with students with problems, and helps them get solve the problems and get rid of them and all that. And the president of this so-called club is actually turned out to become later like his mistress, becomes his mistress or in some form, and stuff ensues. Anyways, in the manga and light novel we were told that he actually inherited this super masochism from his father, and the reason why his father is no longer in the manga or the light novel is because he died. And the reason why he died is his super masochism was to blame, which led me to believe this. Now, this is the theory. The theory is, did Tomoko, during one of her, in my opinion, if you are like a masochist or like a sadist or you're into BDSM, usually your partner is if you're married, your spouse or partner is your dom or submissive. That's the way I see it. I don't see the idea of, a person going out, and if you do, that's more power to you. But, if you go out to seek someone else for your needs, that's fine, as long as you talk it over with your spouse. But the way I'm seeing it is that I'm pretty sure that Tomoko was the dom in this scenario, and, everything. And what I think what happened was, at some point in time, during one of their sessions or play sessions or whatever, she might have either one of two things. One, went overboard on the stimulus. Two, well, actually it was one of them. Two, did use the machine or contraption wrong. Three, beat him up a little too hard than she should have. Or those are my main things what happened. But I'm gonna stick with either one, gave him over too much stimulus, or B, beat him a little too got a little too carried away and beat him up a little bit, a little too much. So what I'm thinking about is your brain is a really powerful object, okay? And that's why I'm gonna go and review into this thing. Because I'm also gonna go have a side theory along with this theory in this video. Is that that your brain really controls your entire body. When your brain senses pleasure, it's gonna send a synapse thing to your body. It's like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm liking this, right? And you're gonna enjoy that. Now, when your body senses pain, your brain's like, yo, this fucking hurts. Ow, 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 ow. But sometimes, in the fact, for people with super masochism, the pain is the pleasure. They enjoy the pain, and their brain sending both signals at once. Ow, this hurts, but ow, this feels good. So what I think happened, it's possible, very possible, is that she overstimulated him, his brain couldn't come up, and it fried. And what I mean by fried, it just gave up, and his heart stopped. Because when you're in the middle of actual sexual gratification, your heart beats really fast, right? your heart's beating because you're very active, and same thing goes with when you're in pain, your heart's beating past because it's trying to pump blood to all the parts of the body that needs it. So I think she could have caused him to have a heart attack during the session and it killed him. And here's what happens now from the overwhelming devastation of killing her husband that she probably loved dearly. Her brain snapped. She could not handle the reality of what she had done, even though it was an accident and she never meant to do it. And probably the reason why maybe she didn't go to jail is because it was a real accident and maybe she had to pay a fine. Who knows? I mean, manslaughter is manslaughter. They don't tell you. I mean, they don't obviously don't. It's just a theory, but like, I'm not even sure if Japan has a manslaughter crime thing. So I know they have murder. I don't know. I don't know if they have like a manslaughter like punishment or not. I do know that like America, manslaughter can equal either prison time or fine or community service, or a mixture of both. A mixture of all three, actually, too. But yeah. So where was I? So I think from the brain snapping, her brain, her brain, she basically went insane, and she could not deal with the reality that she had killed probably the person that she loved the most in this world, and from that causing it, she starts to develop an unhealthy attachment to Taru, which is her son. And the reason why I think that is what I think. Since we never are told what Mr. Sato, aka Taru's dad, and Tomoko's husband, looked like, I have a sneaking suspicion he looked identical to Taru. And the fact of the matter is, when Mrs. Sato, or Tomoko in this case, sees Taru, she doesn't really see Taru, but even though she knows it's Taru, and she will still call him by his actual name, she sees Mr. Sato. And the fact of the matter, her brain is like, I'm going to do whatever I can to get Taru / Mr. Sato to fall in love with me and to date me and marry me. Because if she can do that, it will be like her husband is never dead. She never killed him. He's still alive. He's right there in front of her. And in a way, it's like her guilt is not there. Like, it's not non-existent. She can rest easy knowing that she never killed her husband. When in reality, she did. That's why whenever a person, like, for example, Yuno Oroshiko tries to get with her, or Shizuka, she is against it highly. Not only because, obviously, she's obsessed with her son, but because her brain is telling her, if you lose Taru, that's it. I'm pretty sure we'll go into factory shutdown mode, and you will go in completely insane. And when I mean going completely insane, I mean straitjacket, meaning hopped up on drugs, completely insane. Like, I mean, that's what the level she might be going. That if Taru, in my idea of this theory, will end up in a mental hospital at some point if Taru just ends up ever going to either Suzuko, which I doubt highly that will happen, or anyone. And the way it's leaning to either or the blonde girl, even though we never got to finish the series because the author of the series died before he could complete the series. Which, by the way, sucks donkey balls. And I'm just really like this. Really thought this was an interesting idea that I came up with. I really thought it was really hard, really good to bring it to you guys. I want you to know what you think in this comments below. Do you think that Tomoko is a murderer, even though she is classified as manslaughter? Even though, I'm sorry for the phrase murder, it's still classified as murder, just accidental murder. Do you think so? And do you think that Josh, you're just grasping at straws, and you really shouldn't be doing this theory video? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I am 3 subscribers away from getting to 200. My goal for been a while, actually, for a few months now, or a couple months now. Please, if you aren't subscribed to me, and I know there's a lot of people from my analytics who watch my videos that aren't subscribed, please just hit that subscribe button. It takes 3 seconds out of your day. Just press that button. helps on my channel, helps you get a satisfaction of helping out someone. Okay? And also, for everyone who is subscribed, my friend, good friend and old, more like my brother actually, Alberto Roy-Canson, or Alkaline Tree, as I call him, is currently, or Alberto Roy-Canson 019, my bad. That's his full YouTube name, which I will leave a link to his channel in the description below. Is at 271. He's almost at 300. Please, he's 29 away. Please, if you can consider subscribing to his channel. He does video game walkthroughs for a lot of Nickelodeon games, Pokemon, Nintendo, all that type of good stuff. Sega, Fire Emblem. You want to watch that walkthroughs? Go watch his channel. He also does vacation vlogs and stuff like that. Definitely go check out his channel. Please subscribe to me. If only 3 away. And I will see you guys in the next adventure. Have a good day, everyone.
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんでな。ほほう。では十分近づくがよい。Let me show you how to scratch it.